defense against a shoulder grab. In this video, I'm going to share with you a defense against a shoulder grab from the rear. All right, let's break it down. If a person grabs your shoulder from the rear and turns you, your hands have to come into the defensive position. This is your defensive position. Remember, your hands are up to defend against a linear strike, a jab, a cross, etc. Your hands are also up to defend against circular strikes. This way here you could do your wide covers or your extended outward blocks, your choice in the moment. Now, he grabs my shoulder, he turns me. Just this motion alone, you need to practice 1,000 times for it to become automatic, for it to become muscle memory. You're not going to automatically bring those hands up if you don't practice. He grabs my shoulder, he turns me. My hands are up in a defensive position. Notice my lead hand is in a position to strike to the eyes with an eye jab, or a palm heel strike, or even a claw as my first strike. Now that may be enough. Remember, you have to be familiar with your laws when it comes to self-defense. If I have to follow up, he grabs me, he turns me, my hands are up. I do my first strike, in this case a palm heel. If I need to follow up because my opponent has a high pain tolerance, because my opponent is a fighter, because of adrenaline, I'm going to attach the clothing. I'm going to grab the throat, I'm going to grab the ear, I'm going to grab the hair, etc. But I grab onto his clothing right here, and I can follow up with my hammer strikes. Remember to drop your body weight to get maximum power on the hammer strikes. It could be a closed fist, that's your choice. It could be a palm heel strike or an elbow. Again, that is your choice in the moment. What if there is distance now? What if the person grabs me, I turn, I get that first strike in, but I have distance now. I can't use my close range weapons, so there is a groin kick right there. I can kick that ankle, I can stomp that knee. All that is available to you if there is distance. Now, what if my opponent grabs with the other arm? Grabs with the other arm, he turns me. Notice, as I came across, I flared the eyes. You need to practice this. He grabs my shoulder, he turns me. I flare the eyes. My hands are still in a defensive position, so even if I miss the flare of the eyes, I'm still in position for that eye jab, for that palm heel strike, for that claw being my first strike. And again, if necessary, I can attach and follow up with my close range weapons. If there is distance, I can follow up with my kicks. I can kick, I can kick. Okay, you have these various different low-line weapons that you can use. Now, what you don't want to do is get into a habit, and I see this with self-defense. They grab, they turn you, your hands in position, and you strike them in the throat. Too much of these deadly strikes are being used in self-defense techniques when it's not justified. If a person grabs you, turns you, and you fire an immediate throat strike, you're killing a man because he grabbed and turned you? You're killing a man because he was aggressive in the moment? Maybe he was angry, maybe he was drunk, maybe he had a fight with his partner, and just in that moment, he was angry. It doesn't justify you killing them. And never mind the costly lawsuit or the prison sentence. But keep in mind what too many self-defense instructors don't go into. Keep in mind the consequences or karma of self-defense. What if that person seeks vengeance now? Then what? What if you kill that person and their family member or friend seeks vengeance? You have to keep this in mind so you don't use your weapons that aren't justified, that you don't follow up in a way that is not justified.